What's up, everyone? Emerald Oil. Today we are looking at my midlife crisis, quitting smoking. I've decided to quit smoking last week. I started on the 30th of March. That lasted for, I think, a day or two, and then I got the bad news that my air ticket to Chile would be cancelled because Santiago Airport would be closed from the 5th of April. Of course, I immediately used the excuse to open a packet of cigarettes, lit a new cigarette. I took a couple of drags, put it out, um, left it there for about half an hour, lit it again, and within a day, I was smoking like before. So, first lesson I can tell you, if you quit smoking, quit smoking. Do not, do not ever light that first cigarette after you've put the last one out and said you are quitting. Yeah, I continued smoking throughout the weekend, and then um, on the fourth, no, the fifth, 1 o'clock in the morning, I smoked my last cigarette again, and I decided, okay, look, you cannot keep on fooling yourself. And I put the last cigarette out just before 1 o'clock, and I quit again. Um, Next day was pretty hectic. I managed very well until the afternoon, and I that afternoon I got home after we've sorted out the travel ticket, or the cancellation of the travel ticket, and I I lit another cigarette, but I did not inhale it, and I immediately put it out. Something just told me, Leon, what are you doing? You know, it is so easy when you're quitting smoking. Your mind will play tricks on you. The addiction to nicotine will actually, you'll think up excuses to make it good to light a cigarette, to justify lighting that cigarette. And you'll get a lot of fucking idiots that will tell you it's easy to stop smoking. Yeah, it's not that difficult. They're talking shit. It is fucking difficult to stop smoking. If you want to stop smoking, you really, really, really have to commit to saying, I've quit. I'm stopping, and I am not touching a cigarette again. Do not think that if you're going to light that one cigarette that you've quit. You have not quit then. The moment you've lighted and you actually inhale that cigarette, you're getting in the nicotine again. And the nicotine addiction is the thing that will make you justify anything, just to light another cigarette. So don't let anyone tell you it's easy. But also, I think the moment you've made up your mind, and now with my second session, I'm actually realizing this. Um, every time I get the craving, I don't I don't um, keep on entertaining the thought of a cigarette when I feel like smoking. I immediately put it out of my mind. I immediately say no. I will not even think about that, and I move on with my thoughts, and I put it out of my mind, because the moment you start entertaining the idea, it starts growing and growing, and you will start thinking up justifications for actually lighting that next cigarette. Um, so right now I'm in 1 day and just over 18 hours of not smoking. I'm actually having a glass of wine. I've had 2 cups of coffee today, and normally I associate having my glass of wine and having my coffee with having a cigarette. Um, but so far so good. Um, Now with having the wine, I'm not really even thinking of having a cigarette. I'm eating a lot more, but I'm trying to keep it healthy. I bought myself some nuts, I'm having, okay, I bought 3 chocolates, which I'll probably have from time to time, but I'm eating a lot of fruit. And I don't know if you've noticed as a smoker, when you eat fruits and you drink orange juice, while you're having the juice and the fruit, you don't really feel like smoking, and vice versa. While you're smoking, you would not want to have orange juice or oranges. So um, I try and when I really when I'm really having some cravings, you get that hunger. You always have the hunger, and the hunger. I've been eating too little because as a smoker, you start confusing hunger and want for a cigarette, and normally the want for a cigarette will triumph over hunger. So a lot of times, instead of having something to eat, I would just light the cigarette and smoke that. Now, whenever I get the hunger or the craving, I go and get myself an apple or a fruit, or I'll make a fruit salad and mix it with yogurt and eat that and have that, and I stuff myself, because I'm eating kind of healthier food. I can afford to stuff myself. I make a bowl this big. Let me just put this camera a bit back. I make a bowl this big, like, you know, to me, that is a hell of a lot of fruit and stuff, and I'll finish it. Uh, it's a matter of um, if it's healthier food, why worry? And even if it's not healthier food, why worry? You want to stop smoking. First, take care of this addiction, and then you can take care of the consequences of this addiction, because you're going to want to you'll naturally have a craving for more healthy things once you've stopped smoking. So then you can take care of the weight loss and um, the fitness and all those things. I started doing this 100 push-ups thing and the 100 squats a day uh, when I started quitting on the 30th of March 2021 now. But that didn't work. Now I've cut down on the exercise for now, and I'm strictly just first focusing on quitting the damn cigarettes. Now I've been smoking for years now. I think I was on about 30 cigarettes a day, on and off. Obviously, when with my Bitcoin trading and so on, I would sometimes sit till 4 o'clock in the morning, and I would be smoking up till 4 o'clock in the morning. So, which probably took it up to 40 cigarettes a day. And now I've just stopped cold turkey. And do not tell me that you should cut down or limit the amount of cigarettes and then try and stop smoking that way. You're bullshitting yourself. If you want to stop cold turkey. That's my opinion. These other people might have different ideas about it, but I'm thinking stop cold turkey. Yes, you're going to stumble once or twice. Don't lose heart. Don't be pissed off with yourself too much. Okay, yes, I was pissed off with myself, but shit's going to happen. What matters is if you fall, get up again. Try again immediately. Get your mental preparation right. Get your mind right. If your mind is right, it is actually easier. Why I say people say it's easy, and I think that's bullshit, is because if you don't have the right mindset, it is fucking difficult to stop smoking. If you have the right mindset, you will have the willpower, you will have the motivation to say no, to yourself. You're not saying no to anyone else. And if you're trying to quit, don't try to quit. Don't try to quit. It's like the Nike saying, just do it. And if you quit and you light another cigarette and you smoke it and you lie to other people about it and tell them I've quit, who are you bullshitting? you're not bullshitting other people, you're bullshitting yourself, because if you want to quit, other people don't really give a fuck. They don't. You can smoke for that matter. So don't think about lying to other people when you've quit and you've lit another cigarette. You're lying to yourself. If you have lit another cigarette, acknowledge to yourself. Acknowledge to yourself, I have failed, and I have to get up again, and I have to do it again. And this time I have to get my resolve right. I have to get my mindset right. I have to really commit. And what I'm reminding myself of now, every time that I feel like having a cigarette, is that, I've been at night, after a long night sitting trading and what have you, I get into bed, and I had this nasty cough. I cannot stop coughing, and I have kind of like a difficulty breathing, and I'm just not feeling healthy. And every time now that I feel like having a cigarette, I'm thinking, yes, no, 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 no. It's 6 minutes of fun, so-called fun, and so-called relaxation that I will have, but I'm gonna have to start quitting all over again. And every time I have to start quitting again, I'm putting myself through the misery again, and it's not worth it. I think if you start thinking about it that way, you kind of motivate yourself to not light that next cigarette, because if you light the next cigarette, you have to start quitting again. And my aim at this stage is to get over the first 3 days, and I know tomorrow is going to be fucking hell. It's going to be hell. So I am mentally prepared for it. I know I'm going to want to light that cigarette, but I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is, every time I feel like lighting a cigarette, I'm going to switch on this camera, and I'm going to talk to you guys, and I'm going to tell you guys why I'm not lighting the cigarette, and I'm going to motivate myself by motivating you. And I think if I stick to that, maybe it'll be easier. I don't know. But I believe the third day, your withdrawal symptoms are at its worst. Look, I've stopped before. Once I got over 5 days, I think once you can get over 5 days, and I'd like to have a glass of wine or beer or whatever, and you can have a glass of beer or a glass of wine, and you don't actually smoke. That is when you can say, yes, I can do it. But I think you need to get over 5 days, and I think once you're over 5 days, you don't count in hours anymore. You count in days, and then you start counting in weeks. But right now, I'm second day, and I've got, what time is it now? Let's just check. I've got, it's now 1 day, 19 hours, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I've got 5 hours to go, then I'm on 2 days. Yeah, okay. I actually cannot believe it. Guys, when you stop smoking, oh my God, time goes by so bloody slowly. It feels like you have 8 hours a day extra, and actually you have a lot of time extra. Think about this. For every cigarette that you smoke, it takes you around about minimum 6 minutes, and this is without the time that it takes you to go to where you want to smoke if you have to go smoke somewhere else. But it takes you around about 6 to 8 minutes to smoke a cigarette. Now, let's say you're smoking 20 cigarettes a day. That's 6 minutes times by 20. That's 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day that you gain in terms of extra time that you have, that you need to now start killing somehow. And that kills you, because you are not used to having all this extra time, and you don't realize it. I mean, even if you just watching TV or doing something else while you're smoking, you don't realize how much extra time you have and how slowly time starts passing when you just give up smoking, because you're counting hours, you're counting every 12 hours. Right now, I watched another video called uh, How I Quit in 12 Hours. And basically, the idea is that try and sleep a bit more, and then, you have 12 waking hours, and you just need to get through that 12 waking hours at a time every day. And that starts accumulating, and that's how you give up. It did a lot for me. Not that I can sleep 12 hours a night, I can sleep 6 hours a night. But, going in with that mindset that last night I just went to, just, I was just tired, and I went and I had a nap for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And then I got up again, and I got to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. But if you can afford it, take a nap. You know, if you nap for an hour, hour and a half, that's an hour and a half that you haven't smoked and that you have not been thinking about smoking. So do that, and I think also discuss with people around you, and prepare other people. Tell them I'm giving up smoking. Don't tell them I'm trying to quit. Tell them I have quit, and try and make your life as stress free as possible, because the moment you have that stress, the moment you have that bit of too much stress, or the thing that just pulls the rug from out underneath you, you want to grab something to make you feel better, and that something is that cigarette that you want to put here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Try and eliminate stress before you tackle the not smoking. In any case, I'll keep you up to date tomorrow. It's over and out for me for today. And you know what, guys? I will see you tomorrow. Cheers.